I'm 33 years old, and if you are in your 20s, I need you to hear me. Your 20s are the decade that either builds your foundation or sets you up for regret. The choices you make now, they echo for decades. I'm going to give you 45 lessons, the ones I wish someone sat down and told me when I was your age. Some of these are hard truths. Some will sting, but if you listen, you'll save yourself years of wasted time. I'm not speaking as a guru. I've failed businesses, I've been broke, I've made bad relationship decisions, I've chased things that didn't matter. But I've also learned, and I'm passing this on because I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes that I made. So grab a notebook and let's get into it. This might honestly be the most important video you watch in your 20s. Lesson number 1, stop trying to impress everyone. Here we go, let's write it down. Stop trying to impress everyone. Honestly, guys, when I was 23 years old, I bought shoes I couldn't afford. I went to clubs buying drinks for people who didn't even know my last name. I thought people cared. They didn't. The truth, people are too busy worrying about themselves to care about your flex. Impress yourself with discipline. Impress yourself with consistency. When you stop chasing validation, you start chasing purpose. All right, lesson number 2. Your 20s are the practice decade. Hopefully this looks like a C to you guys. This is not a decade to have it all figured out. It's the decade to figure yourself out. Test things, try careers, launch side hustles, fail and fail forward. Don't buy the lie that you need to be married, rich, and settled at 25. It's practice. The scoreboard comes later. Lesson number 3. Comparison kills. I wasted too much time looking at people my age who were ahead. Instagram shows you the highlight reel, not the behind the scenes. You're not late, you're not early, you're on your timeline. And when you keep comparing, you rob yourself of gratitude for what you do have. So keep that in mind. Lesson number 4, be curious, not certain. Let's write this down. Curious, not certain. Your 20s are when you should ask questions, not act like you have all the answers. Be the person in the room taking notes, not the one pretending to know everything. Curiosity compounds, and it makes you smarter, more likable, and more adaptable. All right, lesson number 5. Gratitude is your cheat code. Gratitude is your cheat code. And so here's what I mean by that. Every morning, I want you to write down 3 things you're grateful for. When you practice gratitude, you start noticing opportunities instead of problems. It rewires your brain. I promise, if you do this daily for a year, your entire outlook will shift. All right, lesson number 6. Take extreme ownership. Let's write this down. Take extreme ownership. So number 6, take extreme ownership. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming the government. Stop blaming your boss. Your life is your responsibility. The second you take full ownership, you take full control. Lesson number 7, get comfortable being uncomfortable. So comfortable being uncomfortable. You know what I mean? There you go. So growth never happens in the comfort zone. Your 20s are about doing things that scare you. Public speaking, networking, asking someone out, moving to a new city. Every time you lean into discomfort, your future expands. Lesson number 8, invest in experiences over possessions. So experiences over possession. Is that how you spell possessions? I'm not entirely sure. All right, let me know in the comments if I got it wrong. I want you to travel, try new things, take that course. The car you bought at 22, it's already depreciated, but the memories and experiences, they'll shape who you are for life. All right, so we're running out of room on my little board right here, so I'm gonna clean this up and then keep going with lesson number 9. Stay with me. Let's clean this little baby up. Hopefully you're writing everything down. Trust me guys, I wish someone gave me these lessons when I was your age. All right, so lesson number 9, protect your mental health. Let's write this down. Protect your mental health. So good. But here's what I mean. Go to therapy if you need to, journal, meditate, go to church, listen to sermons. Don't ignore your mental health. It's the foundation for everything else. If your mind isn't right, nothing else will be. Lesson number 10, learn to say no. Learn to say no. So your 20s are full of invitations, parties, trips, obligations, but every yes to the wrong thing is a no to your purpose. Learn to protect your time. Boundaries create freedom. All right, lesson number 11, learn high income skills. Learn high income skills. Grades are great, but skills pay the bills. Sales, communication, video production, marketing, coding. If you can solve valuable problems, you'll never go hungry. Lesson number 12, don't chase titles, chase skills. So 12, chase skills, not titles. Don't care about being called manager at 24. Care about what you're learning. Titles don't cash out, skills do. Lesson number 13, your first job is not your last job. First job, not your last job. Hopefully you can read that. Stop panicking. Your first job isn't your dream career. It's a stepping stone. Use it to learn, to connect, to figure out what you don't want to do. Lesson number 14, I want you to build your personal brand early. 14, build personal brand. Post on LinkedIn, share your journey on YouTube, create on TikTok. A personal brand is a digital resume that works for you 24/7. People can't hire you if they don't know you exist. Lesson number 15, start a side hustle now. Start a side hustle now. Ooh, that was a crazy W, but you guys get it. I had 3 failed businesses in my 20s, a short-term rental company, a photo booth business, and a fitness business. All failed because I didn't really build video content around them. Learn from me. Start your side hustle now, but document it. That's how you build leverage. Document it. All right, guys, we're running out of room, so let's delete this and then go to number 16. Lesson number 16, learn how money flows in business. 16, learn how money flows in business. Most people only see their paycheck. Study how businesses make money. Understand value creation. When you learn how cash moves, you unlock freedom. Lesson number 17. Find mentors. Find mentors. Mentors collapse decades into days. If you can't find one in person, use books, use podcasts, use YouTube. Learn from other people's scars. So for example, I listen to people like Alex Hormozy, Gary Vee, Simon Sinek. So try to find someone online if you can't find someone in your real life, and try to listen to those folks. I also listen to people like Pastor Stephen Furtick of Elevation Church. This is so important. Don't slip on it. Lesson number 18, network intentionally. So network intentionally. Your circle is your ceiling. Go where ambitious people already are. Join communities, shake hands, follow up. Relationships open doors that skills cannot. Lesson number 19. You need to be okay with being underpaid if you're being overtrained. So be okay with being underpaid. But the last part is very important if you're being overtrained. So sometimes the right job isn't about money, it's about access. If you're learning directly under someone brilliant, take less money now, it will multiply later. Lesson number 20, document your journey. So yeah, lesson number 20, document your journey. Stop waiting until you're successful to start sharing. Show your process. One day, those videos become proof of your growth and credibility. Alex Hormozy has done this very well. When he was first getting started in the gym industry, he documented everything he was doing. Now he can look back and look at those moments and even post them on YouTube to show you how far he's come. Lesson 21, save at least 20%. So you need to pay yourself first. If you make $2,000, save $400 before you touch the rest. Build that muscle now, and it will save you from stress later. Lesson number 22, build an emergency fund. 22, build an emergency fund. All right. So life happens, jobs end, cars break down. You'll sleep better knowing you have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. Lesson number 23. Ooh, this is so important. Do not buy the flashy car too soon. So don't buy the flashy car too soon. That $40,000 car at 24 is really $70,000 with interest and insurance. Drive something humble now so you can buy your freedom later. Lesson number 24. Credit cards are a tool, not free money. So 24. Credit cards are not free money. This one is for me. Feel free to put it in the comments. This one is for me. If someone told me this years and years before, it would have saved me a lot of problems. Problems that I'm still dealing with until today. If you can't pay it off in full each month, you can't afford it. Interest is a wealth killer. All right, so let's clean this up real quick and then we'll get to number 25. Let me know if I need to get a bigger board, guys. Put it in the comments. Does Patrick need a bigger board? That way we can keep everything on screen the whole time. I don't know, let me know. So lesson 25, invest early. Here's the truth, guys. $200 a month invested at 22 grows to hundreds of thousands by 40. At 32 years old, you'll never be able to catch up. Time is your greatest asset. And I honestly wish I came across content by people like Ramit Sethi that talk about finances really early on in my life. It would have probably put me in a much better financial picture than I am in right now. So learn from me. So lesson number 26, learn how taxes work. Learn how taxes work. Taxes are your biggest expense. Learn deductions. Learn how to file properly. Don't give the government more than you have to. But pay your taxes, guys. You don't want to be like Wesley Snipes. Lesson number 27. Boy, oh boy, I wish I knew this. years and years ago. Buy assets, not liabilities. Buy assets, not liabilities. I'm going to say it a third time because this is how important it is. Buy assets, not liabilities. Buy assets, not liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Know the difference. Wealthy people buy assets first. This is something that I wish I learned years and years ago because when I first graduated college, I went and bought a home. And honestly, at the time, I don't think I was in a position to be able to afford a home. I shouldn't have bought one. So I took out a huge loan from the bank because I had a decent credit score. And I went and bought a house that was honestly pretty old. So it turned out to be a liability more than it was an asset. So buying a home is not always an asset. It depends on when you do it, how you do it, and what kind of property you purchase. The one I purchased was really old, and I just kind of had to deal with so many issues because of that house over the years. So buy assets, not liabilities. Lesson number 28. Choose your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. All right, so successful business leaders like Alex Hormozi have a really good take on this. He used to think that the 5 people that I just mentioned had to be people in your personal life, people that you see in person on a regular basis. But he actually said that this can be people that you listen to on podcasts, preachers that you watch on Sunday morning or that you watch throughout the week on YouTube, and business leaders that you listen to, or even books that you read. So don't be limited by this code. Don't think that you have to know these people in person. It's really about what you're consuming on a regular basis and how those people are influencing your decision making. Lesson number 29. Don't waste years in toxic relationships. Don't waste years in toxic relationships. So love isn't supposed to drain you. Don't mistake chaos for passion. A healthy relationship adds peace, not stress. This is something that took me a long time to understand, but now that I'm married, I finally got to a point where I had this realization, and I want you to have this early on in your life. All right, lesson number 30. Date with intention. Date with intention. I would love to say that I actually did this most of my life, but the reality is I didn't really figure this out until later on in life. So if marriage or family is part of your vision, stop wasting time with people who don't align with it. Every year matters. Lesson number 31. Communicate openly and honestly. So 31. Communicate openly and honestly. Okay, most conflicts come from poor communication. Say what you mean, listen more than you talk, be willing to be vulnerable. Lesson number 32. Surround yourself with people who clap when you win. 32. Surround yourself with people who clap when you win. People who clap when you win. You heard that right. Your real friends aren't jealous when you succeed. They cheer. If they don't, cut them off. Life is too short. All right, lesson number 33. Find mentors, not just peers. This is very important. Find mentors. I know it sounds like we already talked about this, but trust me, this is different. Find mentors, not just peers. Let's put a not here. Not just peers. Peers can relate, mentors can guide, both matter. Don't just hang with your age group. Alright, let's take a quick break, clean this up, and keep going with lesson number 34. Ooh, this is about to get good. Let's get this nice and clean. Okay, that's good enough. Lesson number 34, pay attention to family. 34, pay attention to family. When you meet someone's parents, observe. How they treat their family is how they'll treat you long term. And here's the thing, this can be family that you're born with or they're born with, or family that you make along the way. You can judge someone's character by how they treat the people that they care about the most or that they're closest to the most. So don't miss this. Lesson number 35, your body in your 20s is a gift. 35, your body in your 20s is a gift. Don't abuse it. What you eat, how you move, how you sleep, it all compounds. By 30, bad habits show up in your energy. They show up in your focus. They show up in your appearance. Lesson number 36, learn to cook. Your mama is not always going to be there. Learn to cook. If you can cook 5 healthy meals, you save money and fuel your body. So don't live on DoorDash and instant noodles. Lesson number 37, sleep is a superpower. Sleep is a superpower. Protect it. Don't glorify being sleep deprived. Your brain and body recover when you rest. Lesson number 38, move daily. 38, move daily. Walk, lift weights, stretch, just move. Sedentary living kills momentum and confidence. Lesson number 39, avoid addiction traps. 39, avoid addiction traps. Drugs, alcohol, porn, they steal decades from people. Don't numb your pain with escapes. Face it head on. Go to therapy if you have to. Lesson number 40, get yearly checkups. Get yearly checkups. Get yearly checkups. Honestly, I feel like this one is for me. Being someone that was born and raised in Africa, sometimes going to the doctor is not something that African men do. We don't go unless we're really about to die or we're experiencing something very, very severe. And honestly, this is something that I've been wanting to change for so long in my life. It's better to just go to the doctor regularly and try to prevent things from getting worse. So prevention is cheaper than recovery. Don't wait for your body to break down to start caring for it. All right, so lesson number 41, know your why. Know your why. If you don't define why you're here, the world will distract you. Purpose is your fuel. Without it, you drift. Lesson number 42, build a spiritual foundation. Build a spiritual foundation. Faith, prayer, meditation, whatever centers you, build it now. Success without spirit is empty. I personally love listening to sermons and going to church and listening to worship music. So if you need a little bit of guidance with that, feel free to reach out. But the most important thing is to take care of yourself. So if therapy is what works for you, go to therapy. If you can do therapy and church, that's even better. Lesson number 43, serve others. 43. Serve others. Happiness is not found in only chasing your goals. Fulfillment comes when you help others win. Two more very, very important lessons that I wish someone told me about in my 20s. Let me clean this baby up to make it look really nice for you guys. And then we'll kick it together. Okay? All right. So here we are. Lesson number 44. This is very simple, okay? If you blink, you might miss it. Journal. Number 44. Journal. Write down your thoughts, lessons, and struggles. You will see your growth on paper and they will humble and guide you. Lesson number 45. Success without peace is failure. 45. Success without. Wow, I can't write. Peace is failure. Don't sacrifice your soul, your family, and your health for money. Here's the thing, guys. True success is freedom and peace. Your 20s are the foundation. So every choice, so who you date, the friends you choose, the habits you build. So don't waste this decade scrolling, drifting, and pretending. Build, learn, fail, grow, love, serve. If this hit you, don't just click away. Comment below the lesson that stuck out the most. And if you need resources to build your future with video and content, I've linked them below, so check them out. I'm 33, almost 34. You're still in your 20s. You've got time. It's the most important asset you have. But you don't have as much time as you think, so don't waste it.